So I've been observing the difference in the way people of the world rely on and revere their gods. It's very difficult, of course, to quantify just how much, if anything, has helped African people, and the channel is entirely based on things that affect Africans. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and follow us, and also give us advice. What I want to do in this short clip is I want to ask people who can help us to, for number one, once a guest come here, of course we'll ask, but I just want to ask. So particularly I've been following this trend of a certain god called Moari or Mohale. This comes from the persuasion of Mathole Motshekga of the Kara Heritage Institute, and the people who follow his teachings. I've tried a lot to follow up. I've got something in Venda where they're speaking about the Sharia Denga as one of the kings, or in fact some say he was a king, some say he was a god. You would even see Mujaji herself. She's sometimes called Queen Mujaji, that is, she's sometimes called a god. So they even say she is the current reign Queen Mujaji. She's a representation of God on earth. They call her that. I just want to understand our obsession with gods. I know all other nations do it, all other things. I'm asking this as, amongst all people that I know, we are the most, I don't want to say defeated, but we are the most ill-treated of all. So where are these gods? How are our gods helping us whenever such happens? I just want someone to, and who are the names of these gods? I've googled, and there are a lot of gods, and the most unfortunate thing is, everywhere you go in the African continent, there's a god who differs from the other god, and it's not only a name, it's just a type of a god who they define as a god. But I'm just gonna put short clips here of people who came here on this podcast and speak about their gods. How do our gods help us as Africans? Someone please enlighten me. Just tell me, this is the name of this god, this is what he has done for African people, this is what this god has done, or this is what this god is going to do. And I want to understand. I mean, the people in Israel, they've convinced the whole world that Adolf Hitler is the most evil man on earth, but he only killed around 2 million, and we're not even sure if it reached 2 million as a direct consequence of himself. I'm not even sure it reached 2 million. King Leopold, I mean, was the worst mass murderer. I've done on this podcast Eugene Fischer, who was an experiment. Before we saw Hitler and Mengele, there was someone in Africa called Eugene Fischer in Namibia. I've documented, I've done parts of those. You'll see that in the video. But all I want to say is, while those atrocities against our people were happening, I mean, Leopold chopped people's fingers and stuff, protecting the African forests. Where were our gods? Why is it that our gods didn't come in? Why is it that our gods, are they still gonna come in? Because it's not as if it's getting better, it's getting worse. In fact, what Leopold was doing in Africa when he came at around at the turn of the century is still happening now. in the Congo, both the Congos, it's still happening. That cobalt that is being mined, has been mined by kids who cannot have any free determination of themselves, but they have to mine it, and it has been happening ever since. Where is our God? Someone come and sit here and tell me this is there's another God called Ogun. So we've got a lot of gods. We've got too many gods. What are these gods doing? What are these gods helping us with? And I'm not saying that the Christian God is helping the whites. I'm just saying, what someone would even debate if it's their God or what. But I'm just saying, and I'm asking those people who defend and who are proponent of African religion, who is our God? Why is our God not helping us? Thank you very much. But please just watch the videos of this Mwari God. And like I said, I'm struggling to get link. Please, on the comment line, help us assist and where you watching this from, so we could learn together as Africans. One thing about Africans is whenever someone challenges us, we decide to do one thing: we hate them instead of engaging that person. I'm lost and I'm asking, who is our God and why is our God not coming in to help? Thank you. Just watch the videos that come.
Do you know what is Yahweh?
God.
Mwari wa Denga. Are you lost?
Well, that's God, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yahweh, but
so you call it Mwandi?
Mwari wa Denga.
What is Denga?
Mwari wa Denga. I think my mom can answer that.
Yes, thanks, mom.
But I think it's the living spirit being monothem. They either adore ancestral spirits nor idols of animals. Ne? Yes. Trees, stones, the sun, stars, and the moon, which Yahweh made. They had their priest of Buba, ne? Clan, who, when praying, will wash their hands, wear a white cloth, komulale, ne? And then they will pray using the word. Yeah, Kimudumedi. Yeah, Kimudumedi.
What do you believe in?
I believe in God.
You believe in God. Which God?
Mudimu.
Mudimu.
Mwari.
Mwari.
Mvelincane.
Mvelincane.
Mohali.
Mohali.
Ramasedi. Muhumuti.
You're starting to sound like the great Matolo Motshekga. Okay. Explain what does that mean? How?
This Queen of Heaven called Mwari or Mwali wa Denga became the Virgin Mother of the Sun God or the Sun King. So that if we were to talk
Sun, then we will unpack what we call Mwari or Mwari Wendenga or Shiri Yendenga. She's an earthly representative of God in the earth. So we talk of Balobedu Balo Nale, such a beautiful heritage of which have been there since from 1800, almost for 200 years on a